Hey, Geeks and Geekettes, this is JC with the Countdown City Geekcast, and I am joined here, thank you for joining me, by Helen Slater. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Is your first time in San Antonio?
I was doing a series here a few years ago called The Lion Game in Austin, and on one of my weekends off, I came down here. So it's my second time here.
How much has it changed since you were last here?
I have only been in a hotel room since since last night when I got in, so I cannot tell you. But I'm assuming it's had a little boom in the last 6 years.
Quite a bit. This city just continues to grow, so yeah. So everyone knows you as Supergirl, and how much have you enjoyed kind of holding on to that character all these years later after playing it on a movie?
Well, I think because I've been cast now 2 or 3 times in the DC universe as like her mother and different. I'm actually on an animated series where I
I'm going to ask you that.
Martha Kent. So in a way, I feel like I've dropped the Supergirl garb. I mean, it's so many years ago, but now I'm coming into like the elder, the mother, and the aunt, and the yeah. So it's been very fun. I
They asked you in the panel about possibly putting the suit back on. Is that something you would love to do one time, maybe later on?
I wish they would give me a superpower. I'm like talking on deaf ears. I mean, I only asked, and actually, Allie, who was one of the producers the first year, she's no longer with the show. So I should maybe try and pitch it again. Like, please, can I have a superpower? I don't know why I couldn't. Couldn't there be some alternate universe? There must be some way where.
We're talking Christ on Infinite Earth. There's got to be one out there where you have something, right? So, yeah. Now, my wife, she's texting me right now. I'm so jealous you get to interview her. She loves you. One of her favorite movies is The Legend of Billie Jean, cult classic. I don't know a whole lot about it, I'll be honest with you, but how much did you enjoy being a part of that film?
Well, The Legend of Billie Jean is sort of a modern retelling of the Joan of Arc story, but it's a teenager. Christian Slater's in it, Martha Gayman, Yardley Smith, Peter Coyote, and I think the reason it became so famous, not just to Texans, because we shot it all in Corpus Christi, but also it was kind of this teenager. I play Billie Jean who gets she's not sexually assaulted, that's too strong, but she gets this situation happens, and instead of just taking it, she shaves her head like Joan of Arc, and she kind of goes on this county-wide through Texas, sort of like Bonnie and Clyde type thing, where she becomes a famous cult hero or anti-hero because she won't just take it. Like I think for a lot of young pretty girls or young women that might get in a situation where they don't feel empowered. I mean, this was 1984, 1985, and I think the another reason it became so popular is it was running on television quite a lot, but also those themes. It wasn't that usual to see that kind of story where these young teenagers, Christian Slater and I play brother and sister, sort of take on the sort of the establishment. We're poor, we don't have much of anything, and I think that just kind of sparked. I know when I've done these cons now for probably, I don't know, the last 10 or 15 years, honestly, half of it's Supergirl, but I would say even more than half is The Legend of Billie Jean. People coming up and telling me they cut their hair, or this story meant so much to my mom or to my dad, or so it kind of like had this, it just appealed to like what I've been saying.
From the sounds of it, you think it's a story that still resonates nowadays to young girls now, you would say, probably.
I mean, we're in this really odd, not odd, but kind of just sort of just this moment, 2019, with the hashtag Me Too, which I know for some people it feels like, thank God it's here. For other people, it feels like, wait, it's too much. Don't go too overboard. But whatever it is, it seems very much on everybody's mind. And certainly we keep hearing stories where, and I think a lot of women have been coming forward with stories about like, wait, maybe that wasn't quite right how he, and I know a lot of my husband who I've been with for over 30 years and our friends, one of our another friend of ours who's a famous actor was saying to us he had to think in his head, like he had to stop and think like, have I done something? Like it was sort of, because it really did totally open up like, well, wait, maybe it wasn't right when I like put my hand on her shoulder, even though she was, I mean, who, yeah. So anyway, it's been an interesting time. And I think for people who have children or daughters, I think they're going to be a little more, I don't know, sensitive about that. This
I do have a daughter, so I'll probably, knowing my wife, we'll probably be showing her that movie. And now that you mentioned it, it sounds very interesting. I do want to see it, so I wish I had seen it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I grew up with superheroes and everything. So one thing you did mention in the panel, someone asked you about like an obscure character you'd love to play, and there was Hawk and Dove. Yeah, well, I know them because I don't know if you're familiar with the TV show Titans.
Yes, but I have not seen it. I'm so sorry. Are they in the Titans? Oh, I'm such a dodo. Everybody probably knew that.
Do you know Minka Kelly by chance?
Yes, I know her. She plays Dove.
And Alan Richardson, who's played Aquaman on Smallville. Yeah, the season 2 is going on right now in the DC universe.
Got it.
So,
And that's not good.
hey, they could work you in on that as some sort of mentor.
Right.
So, hey, there's always a chance, right? One final question I do have for you. You talk Billie Jean. You're well known as Supergirl. I have a 5-year-old daughter just in kindergarten. Let's hear it up. I love her, but I call her my Supergirl. What advice would you have for any young girl out there? Any young girl going up in the woods. So,
Well, I think for young girls now, they're growing up in a time unprecedented in terms of anything that they dream that they would like to do or be. It really is a time where they can do that. I mean, there are women running for president, there are women every possible field. And even though that's gone on for so many years, I think now this generation, your daughter especially, I think it's going to be extraordinary what they can do. And I would just say, follow those dreams, things that interest you, go towards what you love. There's plenty of time to figure out how you'll make a living or those kinds of stuff. But certainly while you're growing up, that's the time to sort of use your imagination and, really just go towards what you love, at least experimenting that way.
and any advice for a father raising a young daughter too in this day?
Well, the fact that you're tearing up tells me you're in good shape, a lot of understanding more than advice giving, I would say, kind of coming at the approach of, I love this line I heard from somebody. If someone's telling you something, if someone comes to you for advice, or that the first thing is to say, tell me more, like, so that you really are giving them that room to not just be scared of the parents or like whatever mom or dad say, but more like, well, how are you feeling about this? And then I'm sure you'll follow your best instincts about what to do.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. JC with the Countdown City Geekcast, tearing up here, but hey, love my kids. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you again, Miss Helen Slater. I do appreciate the time, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.
Hey guys, AJ Nyland here. For more Geekcast episodes, subscribe to us on iTunes or your smart device podcast app. And please, write us a review. Be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Countdown City Geekcast. Follow us on Twitter at ccg_podcast or visit our website at www.countdowncitygeekcast.com.